Howdy folks, I'm going to do another test of the Coleman Camp Oven. I got it over here on my fire. I got some nice wood going underneath. I'm going to let it warm up. And tonight, while I'm camping, I'm going to try to bake a frozen pie. So, I honestly don't know how this is going to turn out just yet. I'm hoping it's going to turn out. I'd love to eat some pie tonight, but we'll see. Okay, so while the oven is heating up, let's get our pie ready. This has been slightly thawed. It's been out for a couple of hours. It still feels like it's mostly frozen, but it's got a little softness to it. I picked it up at the store when I was leaving town. It took a few hours to drive out here and then a few hours to set up camp, and so it's been a couple hours, so it's not fully frozen. I don't know if that's going to work to our benefit or not. What I'm going to do, I think, is I've got some spray oil. Hit the top of it. Really good. I've got some foil. I'm going to foil it up. Doesn't get too super smoky right off the bat. Maybe helps keep the heat in. I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing at this. I feel like what I'll probably do is when it's about done, is take the foil off and leave it in there for a little longer to get that little extra bit of crisp on top. But I feel like this might be the way to go to keep the heat in and get everything cooking. So looks like we're almost hot enough to put her in. Okay, my pie is in the oven. On the box it says 400 degrees for 65 to 70 minutes. Obviously I'm not going to be able to maintain that temperature exactly. It's pretty close to that right now. It's probably going to go up and down. So I'm just going to start a stopwatch and check on it. I'm going to leave it go for at least 45 minutes before I look, and then I'll take a peek and decide what to do with it from there. But I feel like it could take longer than the estimated 65 to 70 minutes. We'll see. Okay, so our pie's been in the oven now for half an hour. The fire has been keeping it really hot, way hotter than I expected, so I'm going to check on it before I sit down and have my dinner. Sounds like it's hot. I can hear the juices bubbling and they're spilling out. Ooh, looks pretty good so far. I think I'm going to put it in without the lid on for a little bit longer. Okay, our pie has been in the oven now for Just about 50 minutes, 51 minutes almost. Let's take a look. It looks pretty good. Fire's calmed down, it's not quite as hot. Yeah, that looks just about perfect. I might give it just about 5 more minutes and then pull it out. Okay, left it a few more minutes, total of almost 58 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out because the fire's kind of getting weak and the temp's going down the oven, and it looked pretty good when I checked it on a few minutes ago. Okay, so there we have our pie. Just under an hour, actually. This part might look a little undone, but it feels crispy. That's what I was worried about, but I don't think it's going to get any crispier. I will need to let this cool down enough to eat. And we can see how the bottom is, but it doesn't look like it got burnt. It looks perfect. I'm excited to eat some pie in a little while. Okay, so my pie's cooled down a bit. Still a little tiny bit warm, but it's definitely cool enough to eat, and that's all I'm worried about. I do prefer a cold pie, but I'll take warm pie. It's definitely cooled down enough. Get a good look at it here. That cooked up really nice. I'm excited to try it. Okay, let's start to dig into this pie. It's coming out nice, at least normal. I'm just going to break off crust so I can show you folks. Back the inside looks like got a little dark on the bottom, but overall just about perfect. I'm not going to waste another extra plate. I'm just going to eat right out of the pan. Well, it's actually quite a bit warmer than I thought, but that's good. Holy smokes. Yeah, that worked really well. Fresh baked steamy pie in the forest. I only wish it was actually a little bit colder out. It's not too terribly cold. It's still pretty warm. But this pie is awesome. I need a few more bites and then let it keep cooling down. Keep snacking on it all night. Okay folks, it's now the next day. In the morning, I'm going to check our pie from last night. Wrapped it up good so no bugs or anything would get into it. Here she is. Curious if it actually tastes smoky, because I can't really tell being out in the smoke. I know people had asked when I made my bread if it was smoky, and I didn't notice it to be smoky when I tasted it around the campfire, but the next day It was definitely smoky. I'm still not getting any smokiness out of this, but I'm still at camp in front of a smoky fire. So, it is delicious pie though. It cooked really good. There's definitely some bits that got a little dark, like almost burnt on the bottom, but kind of perfectly. Like it just works. Just tastes delicious. So I'd say the oven was a success with the pie. And I'd like to know what you want me to cook next. I'm open to ideas of what to try in that oven. I still want to make more types of bread, different bread, pizza, I don't know, anything. Muffins, maybe donuts. So let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And we'll see you next time.